I remember we were doing a show in Pittsburgh and Boots and High Pitch. Remember the guy who had the bar in Pittsburgh?
I love him. I had his shirt on the other day.
Yeah, what's his name?
Oh God, his name.
Not Oasis. I know that.
Oh, shut the fuck up. I'll get a new one soon. Let's see. He the Smiling Moose is his bar, which is unbelievable. He has like bar food is like fancy bar food. It's like he does a fucking unbelievable thing. He's a hockey player too, and he's a great guy.
Yeah, he was a huge fan of the Stern Show and loved the Whack Pack, and he would pay for like 5 of them to come out, and he would have them 10 bar over the weekend, and then we would do a show and throw them on stage a little bit. But I remember me and Boots backstage, and Medicated Pete, and Joey Boots keeps talking to him, and he's slowly talking him into showing us his dick. Which I'm just sitting there with my recorder on going, there's no way this is going to happen. And next thing you know, Pete goes, Joey asked him, he goes, are you circumcised? And he goes, I think so. And we're like, well, what do you mean? You think so? And you should know. And he's like, I'm not really sure. And then he's like, could you guys tell me if I am, if I showed you? And I'm like, okay.
It sure tastes like you are.
This fucking guy whips out a hog. Like instantly, Joey fell in love. I was angry at the world. I turned into Brennan. I was ready to fucking scorch earth. I mean, this guy's got a hog on him. Wow. Unbelievable. Would make you and Earl jealous, Bob.
Yeah, maybe Earl.
No, well, listen, I'm telling you, he'd give you a run for your money.
Yeah, and we didn't know Joey was gay for a long time. That was like, that came out of nowhere when we found out. We were like, wow.
And it's like, fucking, what are you going to put flat screens in it now? So you can watch
wheels.
Yeah, now people can watch a show while you're riding by and exercising. People just want so much fucking attention. Let's make a bike with square wheels. Dummies.
But that's amazing how it worked like that. I never thought it was going to do that.
No, yeah. I did not either. Did you know this, Bob? This is an interesting story that I think you might have some thoughts on.
2 clocks, Bob would still be late. Christ. Unbelievable. What the fuck is that?
Plus-size traveler demands free seats, better accommodations on airlines. All plus-size passengers should be provided with an extra free seat, or even 2 or 3.
No, get your own fucking airline, a fat airline where you fucking squeeze into 4, you squeeze into a huge fucking plane, because this is not safe for anybody else. I'd rather have fucking the Taliban on the plane than fucking 6 of these.
I'd be more comfortable with a hijacking happening than sitting next to this.
Yeah, they have box cutters. She has a jack-in-the-box cutter. I mean, you're fucking kidding me? How's this safe? How are you enjoying life? You know what I mean? You're not enjoying life, because every time somebody loses weight, they're thrilled. It's when they can do it, they're thrilled.
I got news for you. I'm normal sized, and I can barely fit in fucking seats on airplanes these days. Everything has been fucking reduced, smaller and smaller size, so they can sell more tickets and get more fucking money. And sorry that they don't have a fucking Cadillac Escalade of airlines for you to be comfortable in. What is the comfort of the person sitting next to you ever a factor?
Yeah, look at how far over she is in that seat. It's like
exactly
halfway over in that middle seat.
Well, that's not your seat. Well, look at it. It says A and B.
Yeah. How about we meet in the middle? How about we just remove all armrests, okay? And we'll give you that. That's it. There's nothing else we can do. Sit on the goddamn wing like the biplane days.
She probably has the armrest down. She doesn't even know it. It's probably like the crack of our ass.
Exactly. And how does this thing go to the bathroom on a plane? Like, how do you get in there?
Fat Shuli. I'm normal size. I mean, this.
Yeah, there's no way she can fit in that bathroom.
No, she can't even go down the aisle. She's taking people out. Imagine you're taking a nap, you finally fall asleep, and the fucking a side of beef just hits you in the goddamn head.
Like in Jurassic Park, your drink starts.
Look at her mess. It looks like a black duffel bag on her face.
Yeah. And you know what? You don't do anything about it. We'll change everything in the world for you. You don't worry about a fucking thing.
Time to wake up. Time to get out of bed.
Get out of your coffin, you son of a bitch.
Time to wake up. Gotta get out of bed. Out of bed, bitch, go. Get up, and then they got go on. Time to wake up, bitch, get up. Get up, get up.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome
Welcome.
to the BS show, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Myself, Mr. Mike Morris, King of Comedy, and Prince of Comedy, this youngster over here named the Reverend Bob Levy. That's
Hey.
right.
Up and comer.
Up and comer, just starting out in the biz. Maybe you heard of him, maybe you haven't.
I forgot about that.
Welcome everybody. We got a fun show for you today. This first hour is with all of you here on YouTube, and then we're gonna move over to Patreon and members here at YouTube, so we can really talk shit. That's when we really throw the fucking people under the bus, start naming names, start telling stories that we don't even know are true or not.
No, probably not.
You know what I mean? We could just be making it up. We'll see you in court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that's too harsh. Maybe look, what Jew doesn't want to go to court? I get it, but let's see if we can talk it out.
It
first,
depends
right?
what side of the aisle you're on.
I mean, really. So today it's Friday. Weekend's here. Out here in Huntsville, you're not gonna believe this. AEW Wrestling's coming to town this weekend.
Are you serious?
They're doing a house show out here.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I figure. I mean, I'm a big dork who loves wrestling. Who else could I talk to about wrestling? Well, I reached over to a friend of mine from across the pond, as they like to say, and he's joining us. Yes, he's joining. His name's Jake Houston. Now he's joining us this morning. It's early. According to him, it's beer o'clock.
Don't say Jake's name 3 times. He appears.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, friend of the network. And just all around good dude. Husey, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this lad over here, huh?
Bop, 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 bop. He's loving it.
Good morrow. Couldn't help but notice that you said that Bob Levy was the Prince of Comedy.
Yes.
He's the artist formerly known as Funny.
That's my friend. I love it.
As a roast for breakfast.
How you doing?
You were hungry.
Terrible. I was just reading this article there that said that all gays go to AEW, and it sounds terrible what happens. But sorry, what were we talking about anyway?
It's not true. All gays don't go to AEW. Just because I had to blow a guy and another guy to get tickets in
they'll go to heaven after Shuli blows them.
Well, it is a bit of a touch. You know what I mean? No, I don't know. Listen, I'm out here. You know my buddy Conrad, the podcast, the podfather of wrestling podcast. So he's doing a whole meetup with all his fans out here this weekend, and then they're going to the house. So I got to jump in on this. I got to see the madness and the chaos because these dudes know how to roll. They know how to party. I'm excited.
If anyone knows how to party, it's got to be Conrad Thompson.
Let me tell you something, buddy. You say it, You say it until you hang with the guy, and then you'll never say that statement again. I guarantee you.
When a millionaire is picking up the bar tab, he's a great guy. Right, Bob?
Oh, yeah.
So, by the way,
if you're picking up Hughesy's bar tab, you're not going to be a millionaire for long.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
That's not fair. I've got a coke problem too. Can I just shout out my new sponsor, the Raider Vito, hooked me up with?
Yeah.
I want to thank blackmarket.com, who sold me 4 magic beans for $4,000. And apparently money actually grows on the trees that these beans grow. So I'm going to make my money back in about a week.
Now, I got to ask you, I was a guest on Ray's show yesterday. I don't know if you watched that, but
Jesus
I know
Christ. He's put
$5, $5, tier 1. You'll watch the next thing. So I do Ray's show. Like he texted me the day before, and he's like, "Hey, I'm driving to New York from Cleveland tomorrow," and he writes, "Is my show still good for 1 p.m. tomorrow?" So I'm thinking Ray heard he was canceled. So I wrote him back, and I go, "Your show, as far as I know, your show is on tomorrow." And then he writes, "No, you agreed to do my show tomorrow." I said, "Okay, I have no memory of that, but whatever." I said, "I'm in. I like Ray. I like getting on his show and mixing it up with him. I think he's endlessly entertaining." And I get into the green room before the show even starts, and he's yelling to Joe, producer Joe, which is not smart. If there's one guy you don't want to yell at the network, it's producer Joe. And he goes, I mean, can I return this? Is it possible to return it? And we're like, well, where'd you buy it from? And he goes, I bought it from a place called blackmarket.com. And I'm like, I said, I don't think it's going to have a great return policy. He goes, well, how do I know? And within 30 seconds, Joe writes the name down, gets to the front page, and shows him what's available. As far like, how do you not check this yourself? And he threatened to walk off his own show 3 times yesterday with me as a guest. It was and Bob kept calling in as a phone caller, and he was livid. At one point, at one point he yelled at me, "This isn't about funny," he said, his show. I said, "Oh, thanks for inviting me on the a very special rock bottom edition fucking episode."
Ray's the kind of guy that would go to Tony Montana and say, "My child overdosed on your cocaine. Can I get a refund?"
Shout out Tom C. Thank you, buddy. Yeah. My buddy Eric sent over a clip from, I don't know what, I haven't watched it yet, but he sent it to me from Rock Bottom yesterday. So I figure we'd check it out here. It's like 2 minutes.
Nice.
I just never seen anybody like him before. Each day, it's like watching your grandmother lose her mind every day. And you're like, we have to do something. Now we found her 2 miles from the house. What do we do?
Well, I noticed he didn't threaten to walk off of Brennan's show at any point while he was getting his balls busted.
No.
Yeah.
Was that the episode where Brennan made fun of Chad Zumach?
I think it might have been.
I got to check that one out. No spoilers, please.
It's tough. Thank you, LJ, gifted 5 members. Appreciate it, buddy. All right. Let's see what this was.
All right. What's going on? I'm already off to a shitty day. I got my brand new MacBook Pro.
By the way, I'm in the green room. He's like, let's Shuli sit there. I'm going to do this whole rap and bring it. Like, sometimes I get that.
I'm going to get people in the mood for the show.
I'm going to open up with "It's a shit day, everybody." And now,
then you come in.
And I bought it off blackmarket.com. And I think I got to return it. I don't even know how to return it, but my USB ports is not working. What the hell am I going to do with this computer? Can't I take it back to blackmarket.com? I actually have to contact them. Well, you're saying,
how do you get to this age in life and not know what to do when you buy something that doesn't work?
He always reminds me of the lazy characters that Adam Sandler would play on SNL. I'm Mr. Electronics Guy.
Sonny Guts.
These USB things fixed. Well, why am I fixing something if I just bought this computer? Why would I have to already replace it? It's like if you buy a pair of jeans and it doesn't fit. Now I got to go get them tailored. To do that, I have to buy a refurbished one, and that
refurbished pants.
Because your pants don't fit. What are you going to do? Get them fixed? No, you're just going to buy used ones.
No, just cut one of the foot off. It'll fit perfect.
Yeah, and Ray, if your USB ports aren't working, you can buy new ones from gulliblecunt.com. Discount on Fridays if you cut your dick off.
I'm on the phone with my dick in my hand right now. What do you mean I don't get a discount?
You guys, I thought I read somewhere. That's Ray.
Yeah. Melton told me. I noticed that right away when he goes, Melton told me, and then he goes, no. Then he caught himself then I said, why are you blaming Melton? And he goes, I'm not blaming Melton. Melton didn't tell me to do it. I go, you just said that.
What's he supposed to do? What's he supposed to do? Blame himself and say, guys, I fucked up. I tried to take a shortcut here, and
why doesn't he have a big finger that he just points at himself whenever he talks?
One of those foam fingers?
Yeah, just so you know, it's fucking him that did something stupid. He brings people in that have nothing to do with it.
You ready for the best part of this?
What?
Check this out, what DG says. The real funny part is new MacBooks don't have USB ports. They have C ports, type C. So either he's trying to plug a USB into a C or he has a MacBook from 2007. I think he has a MacBook from back in the day.
Yeah.
Which makes the price of it even more ridiculous because he paid $1,300 for a MacBook that has a USB
on black market.
On a black market site.
Maybe Ray bought it because he still likes to burn CDs of Limp Bizkit tracks.
Right, because does have a CDRW drive? Okay, I'm in. Sold.
Can I at least trade it for store discount?
But you don't understand, Ray. I caught something by him that he does all the time, and I think this is what happened. He's always talking about stuff in the 90s. I believe he's he's back from
trapped. He's trapped.
He hit his head. And he's back in the 90s, and that's it. He hasn't gone past the 90s.
This is like a new version of Encino Man. It's as if somebody just thawed Ray out of a block of ice, and we're teaching him what life is all about and the wonders of it.
You know what the funny thing is? If you didn't say nobody else seen what he does and talks about it or brings him on and talks about it, if you watched his show, nobody would watch it if nobody knew everything that's going on. But now he is the most unique thing on the internet because exactly. I'm with stupid with an arrow pointing up. That's him. But it's insanity. It's like if you couldn't just listen and now you listen to catch things that he's going to say.
Right.
So it makes it the most interesting thing in a week.
But I love listening to the audio of Ray's podcast because it's like if Gary Shandling was still alive. And just 1/5 is funny.
I was waiting for the following Shandling's name drop. I go, this can't be
good. Here's Ray with his new MacBook. All right, I'm going to start my show now.
Exactly.
It's like you can't trust blackmarket.com. Can you believe that?
And then that wasn't even the name of the place. He changed it. It was Back Market.
It was Back Market?
Back Market. That's why Kevin ended up calling a bar in Miami.
Yeah, I texted you I Googled blackmarket.com, and that's the number that came up. And I texted it to you, and next thing you know, I hear Kevin ordering chicken wings.
But the thing, Ray's podcast has become unmissable because, like, I know we're making fun of him and he is funny, but he had that lady was basically saying to him, "Come bang me," and he was like, "I think you're a lesbian."
Yeah.
And it's just like Ray, it's open, like, and she had a big gap in her teeth, so you know she's a her.
Ray's the only guy that a woman's like, "I'd like to fuck you," and he goes, "Really?" No guy responds with that.
Yeah, I'm not going to drive an hour for pussy. There's no mileage that would be between pussy and not going. You know, it's like, especially when you're in a Ray DeVito streak.
Oh yeah, you're ready to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah,
Can we
I would be hitchhiking.
Can we get ready to do a brain scan for a radio bit?
I'm telling you, I said I would take an IQ test against him, and it would. He's a college graduate, so he says, and I am still in high school right now. Well, and I would beat him.
Yeah, and Joe, if you can have I know it's last minute, I'm sorry, but if you could pull some clips of like maybe Bob calling or Ray yelling. Ray at one point told Joe to take me out of the screen going backstage, and I'm like, he's yelling at me, and I'm like, it's my channel, Ray. I'm like, what are you talking about? He was so mad. He was so mad. I can't believe he threatened to walk off his own show 3 separate times, I believe.
I've got one of them queued up here. This is one of the times Bob calls in.
All right, this is look how mad he gets. Watch.
Very topical.
Yeah, it starts tonight. Yeah, it's the NBA. Some people like sports. Shuli, quit reading your text messages. This is a
sorry.
show.
People are blowing up. People are blowing up my phone, telling me do this and do that, and I'm writing them back. It's Ray's show.
It's my show.
Yeah, that gets you in a lot of trouble when other people are texting you what to say on Ray's show. All of a sudden, the whole internet hates you.
Hold on. Caller, you're on the air. I tried to run it. Oh, hold on, caller. We can't hear you. Go ahead.
I was just wondering, is the guy on the bottom single?
Miss. We'll let you know. Ray?
Talk about Bob. Bob, you got 19 other shows. You should be sleeping right now. Fucking going on your cigarette run. You got a long day ahead of you. Don't worry about my shows. Focus on Bob and getting that.
By the way, so what do we have? Like 400 plus people watching at one point?
Yeah.
Right around 400. Yeah.
Yeah. Right around 400 people watching, which doesn't happen to Ray's show a lot. The Ray's show is funny as fuck yesterday, right? His reaction to shit, it's hilarious. And he just
the show. That's the show.
This is his show. This is his show.
Look at the show yesterday and then realize that that's the show. Sometimes when you do a show and you're like, that's the show that the show should be every week, and that was it. And he'll never understand that.
Oh, this was another thing. Roy remembers this. At one point, he yells at me and he goes, I wanted to talk about Scottie Pippen.
Well, that's actually coming up in this clip right here.
Oh, well, then let's go. Let's play it. You just chased that woman off the phone.
Right.
Tyranny. Jake, I'll never say Ray again, buddy. There you go. Someone's on Jake's side.
Right. There's 325 people watching.
All right. Stop telling me the numbers. I don't give a damn. Does it look like I care? I don't care.
Yeah.
This is my show. I was going to talk about Scottie Pippen calling Michael Jordan. Yeah, I got to fix.
You know what he looks like?
I got shit to do.
He looks like a high school basketball coach. A high school basketball coach, and he just loses his mind for no reason on the kids, and that's what he looks like.
I got pussy to not get.
Yeah, Husey, you're in shock watching this, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is crazy.
Did he want to talk? I think the reason why he wanted to talk about Scottie Pippen is that's why he thought it was called Black Market. Hey, no offense.
Well, it's like he wants to talk about Jordan's son banging Scottie Pippen, which happened like a month ago already. It's been going on for 2 months. And then like 40 minutes into the show, he goes, so let me ask you, why did you leave Howard? He goes, what was that all about?
Oh my God.
Wait a minute, you were on the Howard Stern show?
Yeah, exactly. And everybody chats like, we've heard it, Ray. We've heard it. He's like, I haven't heard it. It's because he doesn't listen to fucking anything ever on anything we do here.
A couple of weeks ago, Ray let me on with Carl from Who Are These Podcasts? And Carl, and Ray asked him this question. He goes, so you make fun of people on the show?
Not since Frost Nixon have we seen research like Ray DeVito.
He lost it 4 times. I think I called 4 times, right? And
at one point he was asking me about Howard, He goes, "Do you still talk to Howard?" And then Bob just calls me, and I know he's calling as Howard. I just go, "Hello." I go, "Oh, Howard's calling me right now," and I pick up. Bob right away goes, "Hey, Shuli." It's a horrible impression. and Ray's just seething. But he's mad. We're making his show hilarious and entertaining, and he's mad at us for it because we're getting in the way of him talking about Scottie Pippen.
But that's like, this is like old school, like Kid Chris. Like you have the calls, they're ready to hit, and they just come in and they torture somebody and they just lose it. But we never did it to, like, we did it to guests and we do it to other radio stations, but never the same ours. Yeah, it was insanity.
You never had a host like that.
Tim's a fucking OG of the game.
CDs.
But what do you call it?
Oh, he's calling me right now. Holy shit. Hold on.
It's Levy.
Hello?
Billy, it's Howard, Baba Booey.
Hey, Howard, what's up, man?
I heard you talking about me and Beth are saving 2 cats from a tree right now. We were out in the yard.
That's awesome.
Look at Ray's face.
All right, Levy. All right. Anyways, I want to know, Shuli, why did you leave? What ended it?
You're being rude. I'm trying to listen to Howard, right? Go ahead, Howard.
Right, I am going to leave my show.
You big baby. What are you doing?
I'm going to leave my
You're a comedian. You can't go with the bit. It's a fucking funny bit. What's wrong with you?
I was asking you a serious question. I want to know, why did you leave the Stern Show?
There you go, man.
It's even funnier on playback. What's his name said?
It really is. It really is.
Stop being funny.
Yeah. Oh, I said to him, I go, "Thanks for bringing me on the Family Ties episode where he gets the diet pills, you fuck." I go, "Can we have the one where it's funny?" The fuck?
Yeah. Why would he walk off instead of kicking Shuli off?
Oh my God. It's unbelievable. At one point, I think he's like, "Joe, get him out of here." It's like, I pay Joe. He's not getting me out of here.
Still, to be honest, that is pretty impressive that Ray got Howard Stern to call into the show. Like,
it is. It is. And then he's big shotting him. He's like, he doesn't even want to listen to what Howard has to say.
But Howard Stern's an up and comer in the video podcasting world. Maybe Ray could let Howard Stern on the next time. Yeah. Maybe Rodney Dangerfield could call in.
Well, I know Howard probably will, transition into home broadcasting, like who knows on what platform, but maybe Ray could hook him up with a computer online. Maybe he knows a place where he can get a nice laptop.
Is this another one he threatens to walk out on?
By the way, hold on, stop it 1 second. Stop 1 second. You see the computer behind Joe over there? For the amount of money he spent on that laptop, we could have built him one like that.
100%.
That can do anything and everything. And he doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't ask. He's got Joe. He's got Andy. He's got myself. All these people he knows that are more technically savvy than him. I'm definitely on the bottom of that list. But he doesn't reach out to anybody until the shit hits the fan. And then he's like, "Guys, what do I do?" And everybody's like, "Why didn't you talk to us in the first place?"
You got to find out what model he bought.
Yeah, but look, read what Noobs today says or whatever on the bottom. Now this is a fact.
He was asking Bob for Jim and Sam Connects. I think it's time for Shuli to get Ray on Howard. Yeah,
but
I mean,
do you understand like what I'm sending them? Like you see what I'm saying? Like this could be something that doesn't work out well.
Here's what you're saying when you're reaching out to Jim and Sam, okay? You're saying, "I think this guy is good enough to be on your radio show." now that's on you. Now that's on you.
Right. Yeah, you go, "Hey, Sam Roberts, would you want to finally feel superior?"
It's like when Al Pacino vouched for Johnny Depp, Donnie Brasco. You got to be careful who you vouch for.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Al Pacino, having a kid at 83...
Man,
how does he still have any cum left in his balls? Like, he's famous.
I don't think. No,
I think he saves it. I think he saves it from years ago. Yeah, I think it's from years ago.
I don't even think he fucked her. I think he just directed off screen whoever knocked her up.
I think he just put a sock in her from years ago.
The only problem with Pacino having a kid at this age is now he's going to have to start doing movies just for the paycheck.
right. Be Pacino and a Saint Bernard, running around a ski resort.
When the kid graduates from kindergarten, that's going to be a big that's like high school to him because he's never going to make it to then.
Yeah.
Probably not going to make the kindergarten. Let's be serious.
It's unbelievable.
6 years.
I love that idea of the kid graduating kindergarten is like the master's degree, they're fucking their doctorate. Whatever the fuck it needs to be.
Can you introduce me to your friend Ray that you graduated with?
Say hello to my little friend. The dad father.
Yeah. He's got Alzheimer's. Say hello to my little friend. He doesn't even know who's who, what.
And say hello to my little sandwich.
And De Niro just had a kid this year.
Really?
Yeah, that's De Niro. Show some goddamn respect, Mike.
Yeah, and the kid's already better at giving interviews than De Niro is.
Right. Now we know who's picking the scripts for him.
All
right,
fuck.
Let's go. Let's watch this. All right, Joe, shut up. Ray, go.
Joe, this is my show. Don't make me
Is
pull
it
out my
right?
guns.
360
No,
people
obviously
watching
it is
live.
not my show. Obviously, it's not my fucking show. I fucking realize that. I'm realizing that right now.
Isn't it more our show, Ray?
Pause it. He did this multiple times. He yelled at me for wanting to talk about Scottie Pippen. Then I go talk to Scottie Pippen. He goes, "Now I don't want to talk about Scottie Pippen." He's back and forth. He goes, "This is my show, Joe." And 2 seconds later, he goes, "This isn't my show." Obviously, we like something short circuited in the guy yesterday. Go ahead.
Maybe it was his computer.
So when we doing a all right, quick. I told you what to put up.
You're just a troll. Nobody gives a shit.
Stop it, Joe.
No more calls.
I honestly think that the Ray and Joe show, though, producer Joe, like that's a draw because Joe. I've never met the guy, but he seems like a funny, a funny yet shit stirring guy, but in a funny way. And Ray's so easy to work, so I say send them on tour, document it, make them have sex.
I mean, the last part's just going to come naturally, but I think they're a great fit for each other.
Yeah. What's with hating Ray? Ray Blunt said, "We're not hating him. We are. You can't hate Ray.
This is the real underlining thing right here. Is what Tiger Lily's saying. Because if you tell me that my ball busting is worse than the super chats tearing him apart for 3 hours on MLC that are hilarious. Don't get me wrong. They're funny. But you don't ever see him raise his voice like this. You don't ever see him yell at Brennan or Levy. You don't ever see him threaten. Actually, I think he's threatened to leave the show a couple times, a few episodes. But it's just a different reaction when it comes to me with him. I agree with you, Tiger.
I think, though, that I think I could speak for everybody, especially you, Mike, in that it's that
why? Because he doesn't say anything.
It's that, like, Ray's a great guy and he is funny. It's just that but it is funny to make fun of him, even though it's probably not fun for him. But at the same time, tough. Like that's what happens, especially when we're at war.
You can't say you're a comic and you've hung out in green rooms and hung out with comedians on other shows and this is all we do is fucking tear each other apart.
It's all ball busting. It's every second we're together. It's like I don't understand how he doesn't get this.
Yeah. I'm always ball busting. I have hilarious jokes. Hey, Shuli, what's this thing in a roast, Bob? Okay. Hey, Bob.
Yes, yes, Susie.
Fuck you.
Susie.
You see? No. Fuck you.
And
I'm leaving. Bye.
We got a banger today, kids.
Hey, you want to do a prank on Ray? You should call him and say that you've been talking
Howard.
to
Call him as Howard.
No, just say, listen, we're going to change the name of the show to the Joe and Ray Show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Oh yeah.
You got to tape that.
That is
That has to be a
Yeah.
private
Yeah.
conversation
Yeah.
that's taped.
Yeah.
That is a brilliant idea. You should actually say, Ray, we've got merchandise ideas for you.
Oh, that's better, Joe.
Yeah.
Make some guys,
Already on it.
shirtless boys in the back. Make up some. Listen, we got to have like Joe's name 3 times the size of Ray.
And his last name, Joe Russo and Ray, real small.
Producer Joe Russo and Ray.
Yeah, and it's spelled R-E-Y.
RAE. We'll spell a couple of them that way. Like Ray Darm Chong. Yeah.
Shuli.
That would be so funny.
Can we get
He'll
some
lose
of these
it. He'll-
super chats real quick?
Can we get
Okay.
who? What?
Super chat.
Can we get to some of these super chats?
Yeah,
real
yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah. Ronnie Munn Jr., $1.99. Refurbished computers are the best. Yes. That's why everybody runs out to get one. Blinky, Morse has no comedy gigs this weekend. Shocker. Good morning, Blink.
You couldn't go anyway, Blinky, because of the restraining order.
Thank you, children. Brad N, $1.99. Would you go to Ronnie wedding if you were invited? I am invited. I am going. Thank you.
Oh.
Blinky.
Can you
Jake
bring
Bruce-
Ray as a date?
Oh my god, my plus no fun. Yeah. Hey, this is my plus no fun, Ray DeVito. What? You want me to dance? I'll leave this wedding. Jake Houston is all elite. Thank you. He is. Tom C, thank you, pal. It's actually black back market. Thomas Ray's. I like that. Ray will have a new computer before the pool's done.
No, he won't. Well,
no.
maybe. No.
Hey, he could have a new computer, but something tells me he won't work.
Yeah.
Ray's the new Eric the Midget, R.I.P. There are some Eric similarities there for sure. Ray is Shuli Network's Bobo. Now, come on, the guy has ability, you know. Not Ray, Bobo. This is how Opie felt when Jim and Ant were being funny.
Yeah, get the other calls in there because he lost it more early.
Yeah, they're working on it. He's working on it. Ray wants
yeah.
to use the USB port so he can use his giant mixer that he doesn't
Okay.
need. Okay, so
That's the
here's
fact.
But here's what he can't explain because he's an idiot in this field, which is all the more reason why he should have called somebody ahead of time and worked this
You
out.
better call somebody.
But he's talking about okay.
God.
He doesn't have a USB mic. There are mics that you can plug directly into a USB port where you don't need a mixer. And then there are some with cables that you plug into a mixer. But for whatever reason, who knows what this mixer is? Who knows when it's from? If this computer's refurbished, what the fuck is this mixer from?
You got to find the model.
Yeah.
But the mixer is old from what somebody said that yesterday. That it was an old Adam said it was an old model. And
what I use is an old model. They're reliable. They're good. They're solid.
Well,
but
there's old and then there's old.
Right.
Well, Ray dresses like a rapper, so maybe it's from his hip hop days. Sir Bombs a lot.
Sir Bombs.
I can't deny.
But he doesn't need the mixer because he just wants to use it because he bought it a year ago. That's the only reason that he wants to get this thing fixed. But because he does not need it. He doesn't need the mixer. It works fine without it. But he wants it because he has it.
Yeah, I get Shuli. Ray doesn't need to use the mixer. He just wants to use it.
Yes.
Well, again, I know. Look, he's an idiot when it comes to this. All right. I mean, it's just I have no other way to put it. You don't call anybody. You don't ask anybody. And now you're trying to get something to work that you don't even fucking need.
And just the fact that, I mean, this is what he does for a living, is a part of his, life is doing podcasts. So, why cheap out like that? It's like if a carpenter went to a dollar store for his tools.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. If it's something, America, you mean tell me that a guy who rides around in a Bad News Bears shirt and a flat tire and a bike doesn't know anything about computers? What? What?
I love that he keeps his private part CD with him.
I think he was staying at Teamster Tim's place yesterday. And so he was just grabbing random items.
Shuli, don't tell anybody that.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm not supposed to say.
That's another thing. When you're at somebody's house, people love when you're just going through their shit.
Yeah.
There was a laundry basket behind him on the shelf. Somebody offered him $10 to hold it, like Perry. They started to chat him like Perry. They go, "I'll give you $10 if you hold a laundry basket in your hands
for 10 seconds."
10 seconds, and he just goes, "You know what, guys? You know what?
Mine. It's not mine. I'm not.
I don't want to touch a basket that isn't mine, guys."
You need to set up a Shuli show special called "Who Wants to Be 100-aire?" and it's Ray versus Perry in a trivia contest. And a lot of the trivia revolves around spelling,
Scottie Pippen, stuff. We'll pick stuff that's in each other's wheelhouse, so it'll be a good showing for all. There we go, rock bottom. Goes. Can you write 187 over the crossed out Ray DeVito? That's how the gangs do it. That's how the youngsters do it. Look at this. Used to work for Apple, and I've offered several times to help Ray with his computer issues, and he has never responded. We had Machete on Miserable Men earlier in the week. He just got a new camera, bunch of new equipment. He comes on, and the angle is neck, torso. That's all we see, which is better than normally we just have a black box or we don't hear him. So after the show is over, I have DMs from 4 different people that are like, "I'm in the area. If you need me to go help Mike set up his stuff." I don't even remember if I asked anybody to reach out to me, but I know Mike doesn't know what to do. Mike knows he doesn't know what to do. And the fans know he doesn't know what to do. So they're trying to support him. They're trying to help him.
Mm-hmm.
And Ray he goes on this island by himself, and then he turns around and he goes, "Why didn't any of you help?" And we're like, none of us knew.
Yeah, check out DG. I just checked. There you go. Read this.
Just checked. No new MacBooks after 2018 have USB ports. We have to remind Bob he bought a fake full Ray. Bought a fake new MacBook.
Yeah, Bob. It seems like if you're having problems with the water for the pool, just take some of it out of Ray's head. Speaking of Mike Machete, the other day I was watching the film he made with Robert De Niro.
Yes, was it the stand-up one, right?
The comedian?
He was in 2.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if Machete was in the stand-up one. Which
it was called The Family.
Oh, okay. And Michelle Pfeiffer's in that with
that's the worst thing to happen to cinema since the shootings at the Dark Knight Rises premiere.
It is pretty bad.
Like, it's fucking
yeah.
Anyway,
that's what happens when you shit out kids at 70 and 80 years old.
but still, that's one of the things that we've got to say about Mike Machete is that he may look like a crayon with arms, but he was in the De Niro film. Hey, Artie's a great guy. Robert De Niro, her black girlfriend.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Every single show, Chris Mack, every single show Ray does, we try to help him. He didn't know how to make YouTube chat mods. He didn't know how to unblock people. The list of what Ray doesn't know about streaming seems to be limitless. Yeah. And there's a lot of shit I don't know. I'm by far, I'm no expert. But that's why I reach out to me. That's why I surround myself with people who do know the shit I don't.
Hey, was Mike Machete in Mask?
No, he should have been.
Well, he was the inspiration. There was that movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper. I mean, like, he took a pill and became super smart and everything.
Right.
Maybe Ray takes a pill and it does the opposite. Just takes everything away.
I mean, I don't know how you could do more of the opposite. You know what I mean? He's already heading in that direction.
I thought that Limitless was the documentary about Ray's. Fuck, you know what? I couldn't think of anything. Never mind.
All right.
Hey, fuck you, Bob.
Hey, fuck you too.
A brand new 13-inch MacBook Pro costs $1,300. A brand fucking new.
Okay, look, I am not I don't know anything about computers, but when I was going to get the laptop, what did I do? I went to Best Buy and I got Izzo on the phone and I said, "Here, talk to this guy." I handed it to the guy.
The most, archaic, bare bones thing you can do. Hello, Hey, I'm looking at computers. Here's a nerd. Hold on. And he hands him the phone. And now Iso is talking, now the two new nerds are mind melding for 15 minutes. Bob walks out with everything he needs, gets home, calls Iso back. Iso walks him through hooking everything up.
And it takes about 6 days to do that, but we do it.
We try to film as much of the chaos as possible. And and that's how it was done. And that's Bob figuring that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, if I could just give a quick plug, that Ray image that keeps coming up. There's a person on Twitter. Her name's Debbie Dabbler.
Yes.
She does this where she's this filter she puts on Ray DeVito clips. It is unbelievably funny. It's like funnier than the Passion of the Christ, right, Shuli?
Oh my God, the ending! I had tears. My stomach was hurting. I was laughing so much.
Hey,
More
don't give
tears
away the
than
ending. I
your
haven't seen it yet.
Patreon.
What's that, Mikey?
I haven't seen it yet. Don't give away the ending.
Oh, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Wait till the sequel. It's coming.
Do you know they actually are making the sequel?
I know. I heard
can't
about
wait.
that. Yeah, that's insane. We are at the end of times. If you John Litkowski, $5. Look at Ray's face, mannerisms, awkwardness. He's morphing into Gilbert Gottfried. I mean, it might be the greatest thing for him. Howdy, everyone. Someone in chat asked, when are you performing in California? I'm guessing they meant, South Carolina. I'm in Northern California. Oh, okay. I was in South Carolina not too long ago. So
Yeah, let's get LA done.
yeah, LA.
Real quick, I think you might have misread that. I think what he's saying is
Canada?
that when we're talking about going to California, that we're going to Southern California, and he's saying he's up north near Sonoma.
No, I think we're
Come on
doing.
down.
I think the plan is.
No, we can switch it now. We didn't know you lived there.
It's not that far.
Nah, guys, switch everything around. I think we're gonna do like northern and southern. Like not that north, like up to maybe San Diego and then LA. So something like that. So that's where we're working. Ray is so far down the spectrum, he craps rainbows. Look,
Yeah, hey, that's it. Send it to him and say Shuli said this is doing. Call him and tape it, and then
yeah, like Bob thinks that Ray is up and ready to rock right now. I mean,
he's almost getting up because he has to go to the bread place to get milk. I mean, the bread place to get coffee.
Tell him, hey, listen, Ray, Joe's on Jim and Sam right now promoting the show. We need you to call in to
Oh my
Oh God, he would call in. Get him the call-in number. That would be fucking hilarious.
I gotta see if I have their hotline number still. If I have their hotline, and he gets on the hotline. I go, "Oh, we got a caller on the hotline." They go, "Hello, who's on the air?" Hey, it's Ray DeVito.
Ray DeVito, Baba Boy. Is Joe there?
I go, Ray, how'd you get this number? Hey, it's not important. This is my time now, Sam. Okay.
At least if you got me on there, I'd be entertaining.
Oh, well, somebody needs to be on that fucking shit show. I'd rather hear my mom get fucked in the arse.
Again.
All right.
hey, fuck you, Bob.
Fuck you.
The Ray and Tan Mom show, and I'm canceling Sirius. Haven't listened to Jim and Sanderson's BS show story. Thank you, Weber's. Thank you, Weber's Art Studio.
Well, she actually should get back on Sirius because Howard Stern had Metallica on recently. It was the first time they'd done an interview with him in 3 weeks. And he asked him this banger of a question. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
He said, he goes, what was it like when Enter Sandman was a hit? And I'm like, yeah. So James, you play the guitar. Do you like cool-looking guitars? And he's like, yep.
No, Roy in the chat saw the same interview. He's quoting it too. Are you sad sometimes?
Yeah. Hey, fuck you, Roy.
Hey, Gobble's got Jim and Sam off on Fridays. Give him the number. Give him the number.
I just give him Mike Morse number and tell him it's a hotline. And
Wouldn't it be the phone's ringing and all of a sudden the janitor picks up and he's like, look, dude, I had to put down my broom for this shit.
Yeah.
This is a hilarious bit, but then here's exactly what's going to happen. he's gonna fucking be super mad, and he's gonna storm. He's gonna say, "I'm done with your network. I'm done with the show." And then, and then, 7 people go, "Why are you so mean to him?" What do
that
we got?
would be hilarious if you had Mike Morse pretend to be Jim Norton, but hello, Packers, this is Jim Norton.
Hi, if you got a dick, you're on the air. Welcome. How's it going?
Hello, are you part of the Chip Army? Give me a shout out.
What if we get Jim to be somewhere and say Sam is off, and we do an interview that's never on the air, but we're taping it, and then we play it on the air later?
Yeah, how about we get Jim to just come on the show with us? What am I going to waste this time pranking Ray DeVito? We can prank Ray DeVito. We don't need Jim involved.
Yeah, but
Jim, he's in the box right there.
Tell Ray that Jim Norton only wants to answer questions about when he was in Spider-Man.
It's literally one line.
What was your favorite line?
Blackmarket.com stinks, and I don't like it.
What is this? You know what? Don't tell me what the clip is. Let's just watch. Go ahead.
Take the charge, Ray. Hashtag Kobe joke. Yes, the mountain did take the charge. Teamster Tim, the mountain didn't move. If that's what you're referring to, yeah, it was a dumb joke that I said on.
Hold on, Ray. Breaking news, Ray. I'm sorry. Yes, caller, you're on.
Yes, I was just wondering. I was listening, like you told me to do.
Yeah.
And I did not hear you read Jake Hudson's request.
I'm getting to it, caller. I'm just waiting for Ray to go through his super chats.
Okay, you should have Bob.
Bob, do one of your own shows. You got 17 shows to do today. This is not one of them. Stick to your own shows. Worry about that goddamn fucking swimming pool. Focus on the swimming pool, and you wouldn't be $4,000 in debt. We also made the bet.
Hate us today.
I mean, the anger in a second. Bob. I couldn't hold it in, and his reaction was just killing me. I'm like, how in my head I'm going, how is this guy getting upset right now? But it actually made the bit even better. I wish I could say, he's a genius and he leaned into it the right way, but
there was even another call. There was one more too, and
they're getting to it.
He was ready to fucking leave his show, and it was the best show that he's ever done. It was hilarious.
I love that Jake Hudson was name dropped in a Ray DeVito clip, but Ray's the one that came across looking stupid.
Yeah, but Jake sent me a message about he's mad at Ray, so I sent it over to Shuli.
He doesn't approve of the nicknames that Ray had. The fans called Raytards, and Jake I think has that trademark, but he's not happy about it.
If Ray's listening, Ray, you can get very good quality computers from Jake Hudson's shittybloodfinger.com.
Listen, Ray's not listening.
Look at the way he gets close to the webcam when he yells. Yeah. It's I love this. Dude's getting mad on a comedy show. That's funny.
Ray does this with the audience. He yells at the audience like this sometimes.
Ray gets so close to the camera, you think he's about to accuse them of not being able to sell tickets.
Brian Clowder, thank you, buddy, for gifted 5, man. If you're in the chat and you and you're new here, if you go into your settings, Head Nerd, can you explain what they got to do?
He's working.
Well, just turn on accepted gifted notifications somewhere, or accepted.
I'm here. I was scrubbing through.
I was just eating a fly.
I was just threatening an elderly man. What can I help you with?
And puts the lotion in the basket, or else it gets the hose.
What is that? What is that? An ambulance going by? Die! Die!
It's Ray DeVito with the big fat person. Whatever. Fuck it. I've been drinking.
Hit the little dollar sign in the chat thing, and then click on the membership thing and the 3 dots and gift settings and accept gifted membership.
Gifted subs, don't sell tickets! All right. What is this clip now? Go ahead. Play this one.
Yeah, I've been to that. This is my show. Joe, have you been to therapy? Let's talk.
I have, but see, the thing is, Ray, I don't think you need like the once a week for $80 kind of therapy. I think you should go to Vienna and be studied like at the university level.
Getting a call. Hold on.
Call.
Hello?
Hello? Keep it down there. Keep it down. I'm talking.
Reverend Bob Levy, go ahead. You're live.
Look at Ray.
I just had a message from Jake. Go ahead.
Turn your radio down.
Turn your radio.
This is my show.
I thought I did. Hold on a second.
You're hearing yourself on a delay, sir. Please turn it down.
Look at Ray.
This is my show. This is my podcast.
Pause it. And bring it back like 10 seconds. But I just want to say how much I love working with these guys because none of this was planned. None of this.
No.
I'm not talking to Bob going, so I'm going on Ray's show at 1. And at some point, start calling in and I'll start taking. No, this is just. This is my favorite thing in life is fucking finding something that works and milking every drop out of the funny out.
And everybody used to call into start and have the radio on in the background.
Everyone. It used to make them nuts.
Ray should do a class on how not to do improv.
Yeah. No and with Ray.
Could we get back to what we were talking about earlier, please?
Mike, a couple of weeks ago, I was on WATP with Ray, and we were making fun of this improv comedy show. And Ray's advice to them was, why don't they rehearse it beforehand?
Get the fuck out of here. You're kidding.
Yeah. No, I'm done. Yeah.
That's sanity.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, guys, we need a place. You know what? We picked one. Don't worry about it. Okay, we need an occupation. You know what? We got that too. Don't worry about it. Put your hands down.
Ray has a refurbished brain, somebody said. Sticks.
Got it on Hack Market.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
My show.
Oh, I thought I did. Hold on a second.
You're hearing yourself on a delay, sir. Please turn it down.
Hold on.
All right. This is my show. This is going on with my podcast.
There's something you've got to say. Hold on, Ray. Shut up. Go ahead, Bob Levy.
Okay, thank you for shutting up that third mic on the show. I got a message from Jake. Jake is not happy with Ray, and I figured this had to be hashed out right away because I'm not losing him. I'm not losing Jake. Okay.
Right.
So basically, I sent you the message. You will tell Ray what he said and how he will respect certain people from now on because he somehow is upsetting my friend Jake husband. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me get to this message. I will read it and we will move forward, Bob. Bob, thank you for the call.
The radio back on?
Yeah, you can listen off the air. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen off the air. All right. I'm reading some super chats while you read his message, but I got shit I want to get to.
Read at the same time. Yeah, that's Mr. Broadcast. He goes, I'll read super chats. You say what you want to say. 1, 2, 3, go.
What do you think's going to happen with Ray and that lady? Because she was a nice looking woman, and she's very openly up for Ray. And as much as we make fun of Ray, like he's a good looking man, he's in shape. I think he could easily fuck her.
That's great. That's great. The producer Joe Russo show and Ray. Yeah.
Can you
change and to with?
Can you change Ray into brown letters?
Yeah, put in black letters on the black shirt.
Yeah, brown letters.
Oh God, they're so good.
Brown letters with steam rising out of the letters. I think it's good too. Bob and Shuli are now the new Richard and Sal. Ray is so hostile towards you. I know. It's a trip. But I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love how this was one of my favorite. Ray's improv teacher. Good. Now angrier and more serious. Don't worry about the funny. Just be more serious.
Did I call in another time? Was it another time? Because he was just losing it. It might have been.
I don't know. Today, so Joe looks like something jewelly shit out. Yeah, you did that one yesterday, bud. I mean, write something new. And it's been
Ray will never be with that I'm not saying that she'll have sex with him. You know what I mean? I don't think she's like that, but she can work out with like dating.
Listen, yeah, baby steps.
Bob, no woman has a gap in her teeth and won't have sex with you. You're just being silly.
Yeah,
she's probably got it.
Nobody in the royal family is walking around with gaps in their teeth. All right,
You're saying she can blow him with a smile? Only she doesn't.
Yeah, there's a bigger gap between Ray DeVito jokes than there is in her teeth.
My God.
Ray has as much respect for this network as Rob Saul has for Chris Abel and his wife.
Yeah.
How'd that show go yesterday?
It was pretty good.
I just got to say that the Rob Saul episode of this show and on Ray DeVito's show recently was excellent. Like, Rob Saul's brutal, but he's hilarious to listen to. And also, fuck you, Bob.
It's fuck you too.
It's so good.
Hey,
I got no respect.
Can I get on this? Fuck you both.
Wow. Look at you showing up like a comedy teacher.
You should teach a class. Yeah, on how to fuck yourself.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine the sounds that would come out of Bob if he eats Cheddar Bay biscuits while watching PCO? He could.
Oh God, it would be that. That's what heaven is.
Oh wow! Already been an hour. Huh? Yeah, that's Bob.
You hear that noise?
You hear that? He's inhaling. He was breathing, and that noise came out of his body. Yeah.
You know, it's in my opinion when you hear that, the drugs may be bad for you.
But listen, Ray doesn't do drugs, and he's buying refurbished laptops from 2016 for $1,300.
I think Ray should do drugs.
Ray should phone up that gap tooth woman and say, "Hey, I got this secondhand
That's
condom
right
from
there.
Back
Calm
Market."
down.
That's her. That's the gap tooth woman, Ari Jane.
Hey, if that's what you look like, then you need to stop smiling.
Jesus Christ. When you have an Irishman on at 4 a.m.
Clip it.
I'm only kidding. You don't see faces the way I like that. Bang. Oh.
Boom. Yeah. Just remember, Ari, you know, if you're getting upset, this is who's insulting. All right? Just remember that. No big deal. Hold on. They ended the beef with Hacky Stunt Boy, but the real victim was love. Chris Abels would do anything for love since he looks like a meatloaf, but he won't do that. No, he won't do that. What do I plug my mixer into my Commodore 64, guys? Anybody know?
Yeah, the feud kind of fell apart last night during the show. I mean, I think because Rob ate an edible and he wasn't as, you know, I guess it makes you nicer when you. I know it does with me.
Right.
Shuli, it's my network. Also, Shuli, it's a joke. The name network, it's a joke. Also, Shuli, it's our network. Also, Shuli, Joe wants to remove me. I paid the guy. Joe won't remove me. Yeah, Joe won't remove. Thank you, Kafer. You see, he's got edibles.
Well, if there's one thing I've learned from the Harvey Weinstein book I read is that sometimes it's good to be the boss.
I mean, you know, I think I'm an okay boss. I don't know.
You see, Ari Jane's all right with it. Look, she's fun. She's got a sense of humor. She likes Ray.
Yeah, well, and you also can't tell someone's crying in chat. So, you know.
She said, thank God my body is right. I'm not upset at all.
The Irish dude looks like a Ninja Turtle outside the shell, and he's making fun of her.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I make fun of her because I make fun of everybody.
What is this now?
Doesn't mean it wouldn't bang her.
Usually that'll get you in trouble with certain people.
Yeah, right.
I found this Apple MacBooks refurbished. They're like $200.
No.
From when? Like that's got to be old. That's got to be.
There's a bunch of them. Scroll down. They got a whole. They're all like $200-$300.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And I bet you that model has ports, USB ports. That's for sure. Jay, thank you for becoming a member. Speaking of members, we got to switch over to the Patreon.
Boom. No, do we have any more Ray clips before we go?
Well, we've got like an hour and 40 minutes of that. That was basically the whole show yesterday, and it was amazing.
So you have more stuff we can play?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, let's continue the recap over behind the paywall. Give us like 2-3 minutes. Uzi, you coming with us, yeah?
Yes, and I've got a hilarious Ray DeVito joke that we'll save specifically for Patreon.
Clap like we do on the Shuli Network.
So sign up for YouTube or Patreon.
Yeah, get in there. Year one, $5 gets you.
Gotta get up.
John Williams, thanks for gifting 5 membership.
So we're going to tier 1 and 2?
Yes, yeah, it'll be for everybody.
For everybody.
Do I have time for a quick piss?
Yeah, for sure.
Fix the Discord link.
We will fix the Discord link. We need to figure out who knows how to do that.
Get out of bed, bitch. Go. Get up, and then they got go up. Gotta wake up, bitch. Get up. Get up.